Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, simplechoice Nation. I hope everything is going well with you. Hey, it's been a long day, but I wanted to kind of share with you some experience of the day and answer some of the questions that came in that I'm pretty sure that many of you have had before. Want to just touch base on a few things with Social Security. Today, I got a call asking me about if someone was married, got a divorce, the husband remarried, but the wife did not, and that the ex-wife did not qualify, did not have enough credits for her to get Medicare, and the agent was kind of sad because she was going to have to pay out of pocket. But just so you're aware, it does not matter as long as those individuals are married for at least 10 years. At least they're married for as long as 10 years. That spouse can claim the benefit. Not only that, if there's more than a 3 year difference, they turn 62, they can begin to draw the Social Security at age 62, getting half of what that spouse would have gotten. But this young situation, she ready. She was 65. She didn't have enough credits on her own. So if someone gets married, right? If they get married, get divorced, remarries, as long as that woman did not remarry, she still can draw on the husband's benefits. So the young lady now is going to be able to get Medicare, draw Social Security on her ex-husband, and get Medicare, even though she didn't have enough credits on her own. So it led me to talk about a couple of things to show you a few other options. Now, to see that, if you go to the link that's showing here, that link there will show you exactly what I'm speaking of. It has all the details written out. How will my spouse receive? And it goes over benefits for your spouse, and it talks about you know delayed retirement credits. It talks about forward what you can do at 62, as well as it talking about the fact that if you were born in 1954 or before, you actually can double dip. You can draw on your spouse, and then defer yours. You can no longer do that as it relates to a lot of the everybody that's born after that. But if your spouse um, you're gonna get more from your spouse, you're able to draw on your spouse. Okay, you get half. It cannot exceed half of that benefit. So go to SSA.gov. You see those benefits there. The other thing I wanted to touch base with you on really is here, and this is a situation that I've faced a few times that really a lot of people don't know, and it's called what happens in common law marriage. So if an individual lives with someone for more than 10 years, and they're in Texas, it's called, it's considered to be married. If they portray themselves as being married, even though they haven't gone through a traditional ceremony in Texas specifically, and it's the same in many common law states. The federal government as well as the state recognize that individual as being married. Therefore, they can draw on that individual's Social Security as well as receiving enough credits. I have a specific situation a couple of years ago where the young lady was married twice. One time she was married 9 years and 11 months, did not qualify. She was married again for 7 years. After that, she met a man. I guess she gave up on marriage, and she's been living with this guy for over 20 plus years. Um, did not qualify for Social Security based upon her credits or the previous marriage. But I let her know, like, how long have you guys been together? She said, we've been together for over 20 years. I'm like, bingo. So went down to the Social Security office with them. They ask a series of questions. It's very simple in what terms they do. Have to submit a letter showing that it tells you exactly what to do to show that that's how you perceive yourself, and you're done. That person can draw on that Social Security benefits of that individual, even though they were not married in a traditional way, but they were married via through common law. The last thing I share with you that you probably want to share with many of your clients is five things every woman should know about Social Security. All right. If you look at this PDF, there's this here. I'll send you these links. I'll send it to you in the email. But go through and read through this. Even sharing this with people that are turning 65, or people that are 62, sharing this kind of information will help you gain credibility with them, showing you know what you're talking about, but giving them insight. So there's four things that I want to make sure you connect with. Number one, five things you should share with every woman that every woman should know about Social Security. Number two, if an individual is common law married and that did not go through the traditional scenarios of going to the church or the courthouse. They still can draw those benefits. And number three, understanding that if an individual is divorced, even though the husband may remarry, she is still eligible to draw on his benefits to qualify for Social Security. And if that number is above what she would draw on her own, even if she's been married for 10 years, and she wanted to qualify for herself, and that amount is less than what she would have gotten from getting half of the husband's, guess what, guys? She can do it. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll send you these in an email here in a few minutes. Hope you have an amazing day. And great job. There was Denise that had that question today, and now she's going to go back and enroll as a T65. That's about $587 or so that she walked away, didn't think she would be able to help the individual, but $500 later, she'd be smiling all the way to the bank. You guys have an amazing day.